This is Settlers of Catan. This four-person game is a really fun game to play with groups of people because while it is super competitive, it's also slow enough pace that you can really enjoy a lot of conversation with it. So the object of the game is to be the first person to collect 10 points. So there are little settlements. These settlements, if they're on the board, count for 1 point. You can swap out settlements for cities, and those are worth, these are the little cities, these are worth 2 points. You can find points within this deck. These are called development cards. And you can also earn the longest road by placing the most road pieces in a consecutive line. And within this deck are knights, and you can earn the largest army. So there's multiple ways to earn the points, but then the way that the game progresses is each of these little hexagons has a number on it. So when it's your turn, you roll the dice, you add the two rolls together, and that will correspond with a number on the board or two numbers. So whoever is on one of those numbers, like on the corner of one of those numbers, will actually get to collect the resource of that hexagon. So for instance, if I roll a 9, and I have a settlement here on the number 9, this yellowness corresponds with wheat. So I get to collect 1 wheat. If I happen to have a city there instead, I would actually collect 2 wheats. So you're collecting resources throughout the gameplay in order to be able to build different things. You can build more settlements, you can build cities, you can build roads, you can buy a development card. So those are the 4 things that you can buy with your resources. And one of the really fun parts of the game is that you can trade resources with another player during the game. So when it's your turn, if you would like to, for instance, buy a development card, but you don't have any wheat, then you can say to the other players, I need wheat, I have brick to trade. And so somebody else playing says, I have wheat and I'll trade you for brick. So you make the trade and then play continues and you're able to buy or build what you want. So it's really kind of a fun thing. There is a lot of strategy involved. So for people who are super competitive, it's actually really, really fun. But even for people who are less competitive, this game is very enjoyable. And it's easy to catch on to, although it may from the outset feel like a lot of rules, but it's actually quite simple. Like I said, this game is a 4-player game, but there is an expansion pack if you want to play with up to 6 players. So the expansion pack gives you 2 more colors of roads, cities, and settlements, and then it also makes the board a little bit bigger to accommodate for those extra players. So this really is such an excellent game. It's really kind of a tried and true game. It's been around for many, many years. It's been one of our family's favorites for many years. Honestly, even before we had kids, this was a game that we played with our friends. So it's kind of like an oldie but a goodie in every way that you can imagine. So highly recommend this game.